Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL, we welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Strong going to look to throw it right off the bat. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Strong. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Let's go now.
To throw on 2nd down. Strong. And this one is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Strong. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd and 2, Strong. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. The Jaguars at 5-4 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 33. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 21. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Strong. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Four yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Strong to the right side, complete to Taylor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is caught. Touchdown. Jelani Woods. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Hey, Haywood.
Here's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now Marshall coming in motion right. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that. And I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking because they want to spread the wealth and move the ball around. And they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch or a little flare out of the backfield. But this time, they send him downfield. He's able to make a big play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. First and 10, Taylor now. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Operating from the gun. Strong. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2. Strong. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on 2nd down. Strong. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Strong. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Davante Adams. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Lawrence will throw. That one complete downfield to Kirk. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Again, it's Lawrence. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Straight ahead, Etienne. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another tote for Etienne. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 27 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Strong. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking to throw on second down. Strong. And it's complete to Adams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Strong. Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Hey, keep sit.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So a definite surprise there. They try the fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
Give him 30 yards there. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jaguars Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On second and very short, Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Second and 2. Now Lawrence. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. Open man right side is Ingram. Down inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's got it. They'll still have a third and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On third and goal, they're going to run the option. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big pickup of 38. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This pass caught. It's Woods. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Devon Hamilton gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
To throw on 2nd down. Strong. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Jags are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 1st down, Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
You go. Hey, box up, box up.
On play action, Lawrence. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk from 21 yards away. And the Jags have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. They'll send a receiver in motion left. That one looks like he'll throw here. Right side complete. That's Woods. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.